Ooh, the new stuff. Hello. How are we all? We'll turn that down a little bit. Yes, so there's a little bit of an update video. It's to new setup, new stuff. So my tags are all wrong, but don't worry about that. Yeah, let me just change that. Just chatting. Now this isn't going to be a long stream. Just to catch up, because it's been a while. It's been, I was going to say, yeah, 3 months. Long stint, a long one, but it's fine. Where's the, come on. Edit live stream. Hello from Scotland. Hello. Hello from Australia. How we doing? How's it over there in Scotland? Man, it's been a while. How you doing? I'm trying to get this stream info up, but it's go all the way down to the bottom. Now, see, I've got the zoom in on my thing, so it's a little bit. It's fine. Yeah, it's snowing. Fuck yeah! I want snow. Man, all I got is ball soup. It's horrible here. Yeah, it's not great. It wasn't really hot today, but it was tolerable. But yeah, no, snow, that'd be sweet. I'd love to have snow. I've never seen snow. Nah, that'd be really cool. What else is going on over there? How's the whole coronavirus thing going over in Scotland? Yeah, so I jumped on just to show you all the brand new setup that I've got. Fancy, very fancy. Oh yes. Red light, blue light, green light, go. So yeah, got some new lighting. I don't have the new cameras, they're all the same. I got green screen set up for the games, but I'm not going to do that right now because it's 9:30 at night. So yeah, just want to jump on it and give a little bit of an update on what's happening. So game-wise, I have got myself a ring fit. So there's going to be a lot more. So with my resolutions, I was going to do the fitness and do a lot more streaming, and I figured I could do two at the same time by doing fitness on the stream. Full lockdown in the UK, yeah, I've heard about that. There's all different zones and stuff, isn't there? It's not just like the whole thing's locked down. There's certain zones that are like locked in certain, like phase 1 or like, you know, zone 1, 2, 3, depending on how bad the whole coronavirus thing is. That's insane. I think we've gone back to phase 4. I think it's not complete. Well, there's no lockdown. It's just like you just don't have so many people, you know, packed together and all that sort of thing. So yeah. So yeah, I'm going to do the fitness thing on the stream. So hopefully I can get more motivated to do some weight loss and some exercise and play games at the same time. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, do a few more streams, a little bit more interactive sort of thing. So yeah, I don't know how long the stream's going to go for. It probably won't go for very long. I just wanted to come on and show everyone the new setup, the new shit, the fancy new stuff. So got some music going, so that's cool. So I've integrated that. A lot's changed. So
I managed to sort out the voice changer, so hopefully this works, and if it doesn't, I'm gonna look like an idiot. But then again,
when's that changed? So, chuck in the voice things. We've got music. Yeah, a lot of new cool shit. So I got the backdrop, dramatic lighting. Before I had just, I'd learned a bit more about filming and a little bit more about lighting and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully, the only thing I don't have is new cameras, but the camera situation at the moment is okay. I'm happy with it. So I learned a little bit more about with lighting and white balance and exposure and all that kind of stuff. That those things can change how your thing looks as it is. So I've gone with the softbox lightings, the ring light, the background and all that kind of stuff to kind of get a bit more depth of field and to make it look a little bit more professional. So I've done a lot of research over the last couple of months looking at all that kind of stuff. New equipment, all kinds of stuff. Just really want to give the best kind of stream I can. So yeah, very interesting learning all this kind of stuff. It's been a big learning curve with all that type of stuff. Camera positioning, it's an art. So yeah, I've really kind of tried to delve myself into that to make it a little bit more better. Same mic. So yeah, it's been good. So yeah, well done for me. Yeah, so it's been good. So hopefully all the audio levels are right. I can only hear the music so far in here. I can't hear myself talk because I can't listen to myself talk and talk at the same time, because this thing is there's a slight delay when I speak and then when I'd actually hear it. So it kind of makes you sound a bit slow, like you've been dropped on the head a few times. So I can't actually hear myself, so I'm hoping that everything works perfectly well. Until I research that and find out exactly how I do that, we're just going to get what we've got at the moment. So now I don't know what the title says on this. I've updated it, but it doesn't want to seem to. I don't even know if that's what it is. Have a look. What does it say on the actual stream message? Is it just chatting? Yeah, have you been? So the UK is in full lockdown. That sucks. But I guess, hey, you've got to do these things, right? You've got to keep people safe. It's good to see, because I didn't think this was actually, what do you call it? The words I'm trying to do. Actually broadcasting to Facebook. I didn't think that was happening. Let's have a look. Where are we? That's cool if it is. Because I had an email telling me that it didn't do that sort of stuff. But apparently... Where are we? Come on, Facebook. What's going on? We just got a blank screen. Cool. Alright. Thanks for being helpful, Facebook. Really, really helpful. The Scottish Highlands are beautiful, at least. Yeah, yeah. See, I can't picture. Every time I think of like Scottish Highlands, I just think of Braveheart. And I know that's not historically accurate because that happened in like, what, the 14th century? And it's 2021, so I don't think it's that anymore. But I'm sure there's plenty of dudes running around with skirts on yelling. Ah, okay, well there you go. So we can close the Facebook thing then. Piss that off. Yeah. It was... you could... was it live stream to Facebook, but then they changed it. There's always these subtle little changes and stuff that you don't know about, and then it's like, oh, suddenly you can't stream on Facebook without paying for it. So there's this paywall. There's always a paywall. So yeah, well, that's good. I'm glad my notifications are working. So yeah. I don't have any games loaded up, sorry. Otherwise I'd chuck one on. But it's just going to be just chatting for the moment. So yeah, hopefully I will be streaming a little bit more. I'm not too sure, because I'm on holidays at the moment. Check on the chill music. Oh yeah. Just picture yourself in some kind of like Paris or somewhere like that, or somewhere nice with a nice latte coffee. I take it that it's daytime over in Scotland, right? I'm not going to look at a time and find out exactly what time it is. But no, I'm assuming it's daytime because it's 9:30 at night here. So yeah, with the whole timey-wimey Doctor Who kind of thing. When it comes down to when I stream, I'm not sure because, like I said, I was on holidays at the moment. I've got a couple of, I think I've got a week off of work. So I don't know. The fitness things, it might be before work or after work, but I'm not too sure. It's 1:35 in the afternoon. That's cool. Where's it 35? Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. So I'm not entirely sure. I'm not the greatest with keeping schedules. As you know, it's been like a while. It's been a while since I streamed last. But that's due to a lot of things. A lot of the time it's not some motivation. It's I don't know, anxiety sort of thing. It could be anxiety. I'm gonna go down with that. Family's good. Yeah, everyone's doing well. We just got new pets. So we have, let me get this right. So with the babies, we've got 17 rats. 17 rats. So we've got 3 females in the big cage in our bedroom. We've got 2 in my daughter's room. And then there's 12 babies with one of the females. So they're all females, and we've got 12 baby rats. So that's fun. 2 kids and lots of animals. Oh yeah, go dad mode. So yeah, it's a lot of hard work. Taking care of the little baby animal. Little, they're like this, right? They're tiny. They are like, you know, about the size of your finger. They're tiny and they're hairless and they're very delicate. To try and have to pick them up, like without squishing them. And where do you pick them up from? I'm like, don't pick them up from the head because that's a bad spot. You need to support their neck and all that. So I pick them up like from the rib cage area and just be like, yeah, you're being fed. You're being fed. And all the cleaning. Oh my God, there's so much cleaning to do. Yeah, so the kids go back to school. We got to go down to the school tomorrow and find out what classes they're in and everything. And they start class in a week's time. I think it's a week's time. Where are we? Yeah, next Tuesday. So they're all they're excited. Oh yeah, I bet they're really excited to go back to school. We're excited for them to go back to school. Yeah. What else? We haven't introduced the cats to the rats yet because food chain and everything. So they kind of just, we've got the rats in our bedroom and we keep the cats out like all the time. Because the moment they go in, they're going to be like, oh yeah, food. It's dinner time. So we kind of keep them apart. So far, so good. Yeah, it's really interesting learning all these different kinds of, you know, what rats eat, how they live, all this kind of stuff. They're very fascinating little creatures. Yeah, it's very interesting. Possibilities of getting any more animals in the future? No more. After these, that's it. After these rats die, that's it. It's so much work to do. But yeah, have we hit the end of our soundtrack? Have we? All right. Let's. What else can we put on? Let's have a look. Let's go to here and see what we got in recommended. What is this one? His was the last one. Let's see what this was. Something relaxing. Something that's not dubstep. for one. Is that a miniature painting area? It is. It is. Another thing I wanted to do on stream. So back when I was younger, I used to do miniature painting of the little warhead. I was going to say warhead. Not warhead. That's candy. You don't paint candy. You eat candy. Yeah, little warhead. Little warhead. I'm still doing it. Warhammer miniatures. So where are we? The gameplay. So the green screen's on. So. But this camera here is the one that I'm going to be using for the gameplay. But I don't have all the green screen set up at the moment. But yeah, this area here is for I do all my miniature painting. The only problem with this desk is that the area for where you slide your legs into is like this. It's tiny. And this chair that I've got is like wide. So I'm constantly having to bend over like this and start painting, and I've got a bad back, so it fucks it even further. So this is just where I store everything and all this kind of stuff. I have got lots to work on, but the latest thing that I've done so far is this little power generator thing that I've got going. So I've still got to do this area here, but it's just a little scatter piece. So that, some ruined buildings, some trees, all that kind of stuff. So I'm working on that at the moment. But I've also got a massive box set that I've got to do. So there's a lot I've got to do. So hopefully paint some of that on stream. If that's interesting, I'm not sure. Some people find it interesting. Other people might find it boring. But I'm trying to do it for a little bit of variety. So I don't want to be stuck in the one area of just going game streaming. I want to kind of do a few other things. So that's why I've got the just chatting. So talking, just generally chatting with people. Some gameplay. And then, yeah, maybe the miniatures and all that kind of stuff. Some fine art and all that. And, of course, the exercise, which I'll be doing hopefully maybe tomorrow. So I haven't got a notification from the Australia Post yet. But that is something that I'm going to be doing. Hopefully, it says the 29th, so it should be here tomorrow. But yeah, lots to do. Lots to do. I don't know what else is there to say. Quick stream. So, the thing with this thing here, this slides down. It's like one of those, it's a writing desk. It's like originally one of those old-timey writing desks sort of things. And it doesn't pull down. And I think what I've done, I've got this light that sits up above here. I think I've drilled into the back into this thing, and it won't come down. So I'll turn that around and have a look. Do I watch Jazza? Absolutely. Who doesn't watch? If you're not watching Jazza, something wrong, mate. Something wrong. Nah, Jazza's really cool. He's got another channel, tabletop something or other, and he does all that kind of war gaming and miniatures and all that kind of stuff, D&D, which is another thing I wanted to get. There's so many things I want to get. So much stuff. 3D printer. I really want to get a 3D printer and get the kids involved in the character making, because we've done some character models and all that kind of stuff that we went, what is it, Hero Forge, and you can make your own little models. So I made a couple of things and like bought the little STL files so you can print them out. So yeah, I want to get into that. We can start painting little models with the kids. But the 3D printers and that, the one I'm looking at is not too expensive, but I've kind of gone over budget with all this fancy shit. So the 3D printer's gonna have to wait. But yeah, nah, he's really cool. I like his he just dives into all kinds of art and stuff. That's really cool. I really like that. It's different. Like, he does all sorts. Like, his variety is just like fucking all over the place. He does everything. I haven't seen much of his stuff recently, but yeah, no, it's really cool. Where is he, Jazza? The newest one he's got there, can I make holograms from this eBay purchase? That looks interesting. And his wall is crazy, this colourful wall. I had the camera turned around the other way, so we've got, because this room originally was my daughter's room before we moved her to the room that she's in now. And yeah, there's a massive rainbow on this one wall just in front of me that we did when we moved in. And now Yeah, now this is the stream room. The stream room and the cat room, because there's a litter tray behind this curtain, which is behind the scenes, which is all the crap I don't want anyone to see. So it's just like, buy curtain, cover it up. The art boxes are cool. I do want to buy one. I did want to buy one, and I contemplated it for a long time, and then I just didn't buy one. I was just like, should I not? And then he discontinued them, and I was like, son of a bitch. Should have bought one. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, and then didn't. But I think he brought out a 2. I think there was a second one he brought out. Where is it? I can't find it on his channel. Jazza Studios, links, Facebook, Twitter. It'll be on one of these. Yeah, because he did that art box, the first one, and then there was a second one. I'm pretty sure there was one. Oh wow, he's got heaps of stuff. E-books, anatomy bundles. Yeah, cool. Yeah. No, that's really cool stuff. See, that's the thing. I like watching people grow. That's the biggest things about Twitch and YouTube and all the social media things that we've got now, is that you get to see people expand on what they do, which is really cool. Seeing people start off with basically, limited things. What the hell's going on up here? And then watching them grow into being either successful or just comfortable, basically. Yeah, I really enjoyed watching all that kind of content, better than watching TV, because I guess the creative process when it comes to just being yourself, let's see, stop. Like, I'm trying to run a stream. What are you doing, man? Hair all over the place. Watching people grow from just having, being with TV, it's like they've got producers and people telling them what to do and all that stuff, whereas these, there's a miniature box. Really, my interest has been sparked. Ooh. Where? Show me where. New glasses. I got these today. Very fancy. You can't see them well on these cameras and the lighting but there's it was a limited edition. How am I going to show you these? There's an Aboriginal pattern along the whole front and the side of these things, and the proceeds that go from these glasses go to help the visually impaired Aboriginals in remote communities. So I was like, hell yeah, I'm going to go for that. So I decided to put my money towards that instead of ones. These are the ones that look really steampunk and they look really, really cool. But I decided, no, let's go for something a little bit more beneficial for the community instead of my own selfish needs. Oh, there's a next. I must be looking in the wrong spot. But yeah, miniatures box, that's cool. I'm following a few Kickstarters that do that sort of thing. So yeah, there's a cool Dungeons and Dragons thing for kids that I'm following, which hopefully comes out soon. But yeah, let me know where that the miniatures thing is. That sounds cool. I've seen the one where he's he makes one of himself. That's really cool. He's got like a little space marine dude, but it's his head. The 3D printed thing. That's really cool. I like that. They really get the creative juices going. Yeah, crazy. But yeah, the painting, the miniatures things. The camera that I've got it's 1080p, but it doesn't quite capture the detail and stuff that I want it to. But then again, that's lighting and that's all kinds of other stuff like that. So hopefully I can get it to be in focus and all that kind of stuff. Because these cameras that I've got a manual focus lens. You just twist it like this and it manually focuses it. So hopefully I can do that and get it to a detail that people can see. This is it here. Cool. Yeah, if you have problems with doing links, I think I've got that in the security thing or whatever, where you can't actually do what do you call it, links, because of security reasons and stuff, but I trust you. Only slightly. Oh, this is the wrong keyboard. I got two keyboards and I'm typing on the wrong one. I'm like, why isn't it working? Because you can't type it with the wrong keyboard, dingus. Have a look. Stand by. Oh, is it like a loot crate thing where you get first every month? Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, wow, there's heaps of different YouTubers that do this. Yeah, wow. Jazzaboxes. Jazzaboxes. Whoa, Ultimate Creativity Collection. Jesus, look at the size of that thing. Sculpture box, ink and calligraphy, miniatures box. $200! $200! More info. Oh, that one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, see, that's his little miniature one there. I wish I could bring this up and show you, but I'm pretty sure. No, you won't be banned. Apocalypse Ghost. Jazz's Strike. Yeah, yeah, cool. Wow. Yeah, that's cool. Bundle of 3, $365. But then again, yeah, it's got 745 worth of value, so there's a lot of value in it. And this is USD too, so that isn't even the final price. Yeah, wow. That's for shipping. Is it made here in Australia or is it made somewhere else? If it's in USD, I'm assuming it's made over East. Yeah, wow. That's really cool. Cool. That's USD too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Far out. All boxes are now made to order. Yeah, like pre-sales and stuff. Wow. See, that's cool. See, a lot of these guys, I've got, what's he got? And That's What I Reckon up there as well, his book. And what else? Who else was there? What's his name? The, I've forgotten. Aussie bloke. Shit. The commentator guy on YouTube. They've all had books. Everyone's got books. Books and merchandise. It's like, wow, that's cool. But then again, it's not that hard. Like years and years ago, so you either had to be on the TV, on the radio, in the newspaper, and then you were famous, sort of thing. Now, internet, you can be internet famous. Anyone can do that. Make their own merch. Anyone can do anything they want. So, yeah. I sold a few things overseas, but nothing. So proud to see me streaming. Oh, shut up. I thought I'd give it a go. I'm like, why not? Like I was saying, like, and not to be famous or anything, but anyone can do this kind of stuff. And I figured if this dingus here can do it, then anyone can do it. And I've seen other people do it. I'm like, I can do that shit. I can be funny. I can do that. Look, I have a laugh track. Yeah, I'm just screwing around on the internet. This isn't really anything to do with like fame and fortune and stuff. I just want to fuck around on the internet because I can. I need something to do. Yeah, it's a cool hobby to have. To learn all this kind of photography and filming and all that kind of stuff, just as a hobby, is really interesting. It's because there's not many. See, with all this stuff, I've had to learn by myself. I haven't had like streamer friends or anyone like that I can go to, who isn't already well established, sort of thing, who is able to help. You can ask and all that kind of stuff, but you might just be like, oh, no, it's a trade secret. You can't have my secrets. No, go away. So I've just tried to learn by myself as it's going along and seeing videos and all that kind of stuff when people go, oh, behind the scenes. And yeah, doing all this kind of stuff and figured out, well, that's how they do this. Oh, that's how they do this. Oh, okay. Well, how do I do this? Go on YouTube, look up at a video. Oh, that's how you do it. And other stuff is just trial and error. You're officially my resource now for such knowledge. Yes, I am.
Yes.
I'm like Gandalf. with this, I know everything. Yeah. Nah, believe me, I know fuck all compared to some people. But yeah, getting into the community and finding other people who do this kind of stuff is one of my goals with this sort of thing. Be able to make friends with other streamers and ask them questions that I've had to find out, is this the way to do this? Or is there an easy way of doing it? So I really don't know. It's all just like I said, just my own research or that kind of stuff, and just put things together and being like, is this working? Nope. Did that work? No, that thing's fucked. That didn't work. That's on fire. So it's just going ahead and plugging things in and see if it works. And a lot of the time with my stuff, it's plugging it in and something else breaks. So I've plugged this camera in, that camera doesn't work. Oh, I fixed both of those cameras, the fucking lights don't work. It's like, and then I get it all together, and then I hope when I press the We Go Live button that everything works. And so far, so good. Everything has. So I'm hoping that by the time I finish this, it's going to be coherent. And then when I do watch my streams back, not all of it, but I do watch some of it back to make sure that what I'm putting out there is actually coherent, that it actually works, and that the part where I hit the button so that I get a nice cave sound effect to my voice actually does it, and I'm not just me just continuously talking like an idiot. You want to have some reverb on that, you know what I mean? So yeah, it is a lot of trial and error and a lot of heartache and a lot of tears. The amount of times I've broken shit just because it's not worked, just been like, fuck this. I've had enough. So but yeah, it's fun. At the end of the day, it is fun. It's just like the miniature painting. It's like you just learn from other people and you watch them and you go, oh, is that how they do it? Okay. You give it a go. It either works or it doesn't. So yeah. Tomorrow, I might be on tomorrow. I'm not sure what time, but I will put all the links up in, it's usually Instagram. So Instagram, my Facebook, they're all connected. And then I did have Twitter, but I got rid of it because I was sick of the bullshit that was happening on Twitter. And I didn't use it apart from all my other sources of social media that I watch and interact with. And I figured, well, I don't need that. So usually it's Instagram or it's Facebook because they're connected. And then, yeah, I get the notification. You'll get the notification on Twitch when I go live, like you did. So I remember learning something before the internet existed. No, I basically forget what happens every day. For me, my life started last Thursday. Retaining knowledge now is bad. Like, it's really bad. But yeah, books. That was the thing, books. And yeah, the internet didn't come out until we were like, whatever, like 11 or 12 or something like that. And then, yeah, even then it was slow as fuck. Now, Alexa, lights off.
Okay.
And now I can turn lights on and off with my voice. Alexa, lights on. No? Don't do this to me. I'm trying to run a stream, Alexa. Alexa, lights on.
Okay.
Yeah? To drive my point home, we can turn things on and off with our voices now. Whereas before, you have to actually use a light switch. But yeah, my laziness has gotten to the point where I can talk to a machine to turn my lights off without me going click. There we go. Which is really, 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 really cool, and I love it. So that's another reason why I love all this stuff. The technology has just gotten so advanced and all this kind of stuff. It's really, really cool. Watching The Simpsons in the 90s, and now they had video phones. Yeah, and now we have watches that do that. I don't have an example because I don't own a watch. But this thing does it. It's like 3 cameras. I can plug this in and use this as a computer. It has pen. Alexa does things. Alexa, tell me a cat joke.
Does the cat celebrate autumn?
How?
With a pumpkin like latte.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Yeah, it's crazy. It's insane. It's really cool. So yeah, I'm all up for all this new technology and stuff. The stuff you dreamed about as kids of being like, oh, one day, but I never thought that 3D printing was going to be a thing. Like, did you? I would have never thought that one day we'd be able to print things in 3D. as in an actual thing. So it's like, oh, this cog broke off my sail shade or something like that. Oh, I'll just print one. And then in a couple of hours, it's done. And you go and install it. There you go, done. Like, it's nuts. Soon, you know, we got Tesla with these fancy electric cars. Soon, we're going to have tubes like Futurama. And everyone's just going to be shooting around Perth in tubes. It's like, take me to Northbridge, please. Halfway across the street. Yeah. But hey, Elon Musk is building tunnels under New York or some shit for fast traveling little car pod things. So that's about as closest to tubes as I think as we're going to get. Yeah, it's insane. 3D printing. Then there'll be 3D printed food soon. And I've always had this thought of that's how they're going to civilize other planets. Like if we go to Mars, instead of taking all this crap with us to Mars, you take one 3D printer and you send it to Mars on a rover, and it prints more 3D printers, and then it prints the habitats that the astronauts are going to live in. And then all you got to do is take astronauts and like necessary things like, okay, you need to have food. Okay, we'll take a 3D printer with food. Okay, you have one printer cartridge full of carbohydrates, one full of like protein, one full of amino acids, and whatever else. And you take it with you and you just print your apple. You know, and it'd be like Star Trek, where it's like, tea, oh, great, hot. And it just prints you a fucking tea. And you're just like, cheers, off you go. Like, that's how I reckon they'll do it. They'll take 3D printers to Mars, and then those things will just print the infrastructure. And that'll be the cheapest way of doing it, instead of sending a whole bunch of like, you know, oh, we're going to send bags of concrete and steel and blah, blah, blah. It just, the robots go around and they pick up all the stuff, because Mars is like iron, right? Most of it's iron. So we'll just pick up all those things and then put it into its thing and beep, 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 beep. Then all of a sudden you've got this thing printing stuff out in space. Have I played Astroneer? I don't remember. I think I have. I've played, what's it called? Not No Man's Sky. Hang on, let me bring up my Steam account. Where is it? No, it's not on my Steam account. It's on my Xbox one. Oh, what's it called? Same sort of thing. You go around and you like vacuum up all these things and they put it through the thing. It's not is it? No, it's No Man's Sky. I'm pretty sure it's No Man's Sky. That's pretty similar. Where you suck up things like a vacuum cleaner sort of thing. Same premise as you were describing. Yeah. You go around, you pick up all the like, oh, silica and this, that, and the other, and then it goes and prints it. That would be a viable way of going to another planet. Instead of hauling stuff, you would print it on the planet. Send up as much machinery as you can that's cost effective, you know, because taking stuff to space is like billions of dollars. A lot of money to send stuff to space. Whereas if you could just send, there you go, No Man's Sky, that's what I got there. You send out one thing and then it just builds itself. That's how I would do it if I was a billionaire. If I was Elon Musk, I'd be like, well, they make a robot, and robots go to space. Space, it built itself. There you go, profit. Hey. You wouldn't have to spend so much money sending stuff. I mean, he's got rockets that go up and come down and land on the platform. And he just reuses them. That's insane. That's really, really cool. I love that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Hey, it's been great chatting once again with you. It's been really cool. Hopefully I can do more of these more frequently and we can chat some more. But for now, I'm going to leave it there. Let's hit this one again. I don't know how allowed to have these sounds. Why is Elon Russian now? Because that's the closest I can get to doing an Elon Musk impression. Okay, he's Russian. I don't even know where he's from. I know he's American, but I'm sure he's got some sort of background. Where is he from? This goes to show you how well I know things. I don't. He's probably from the future. Knowing him. Where's he from? He's South African? I didn't know he was South African. Well, there you go. Holy shit. Yeah, well, I didn't think he was South African, but regardless of where he's from, he's genius. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. Been great hanging out. Look forward to next stream. Oh, I hope to see you again on the next stream. It's going to be good. Hopefully I can do this same setup during the day, because at night it's really good because this window I got here is, you know, dark because it's nighttime. If I could set this all up again like this, it'd be cool. And I'll have the green screen and all that kind of thing. I'll play some games. Watch me play some games. Watch me fail epically at games. Because that's what I do. So, thank you so much for watching. I will see you again in the next stream. Hopefully tomorrow, and hopefully we can do some exercise. And you can see me lose my breath in 5 seconds or less. Because I'm a very unfit boy. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you again tomorrow. Goodbye, and thank you. Peace.